Hello everyone, it's me again, Nancy Finch, doing Tea with Nan. And today I've got my cat cup. How are you all? I hope you're here. I hope you're tuning in to me on a Monday. It's such a lovely day. It's still out there and the sun is trying to shine and there's a sense of peace in the air where I am right now. So I hope you're all good. I hope you're all happy and well this Monday. Some people are finding it hard to get up in the mornings because it's dark, but you know, I don't get up that early really. But I hope that you're all okay and you've got enough energy to get through the day, or you think you have. So yeah, it's good to stay positive on a Monday and think, what have you got? Maybe a good chance to maybe sort of stop check what you've been doing so far and give yourself a big pat on the back because you've done really well, especially when it gets really busy. People get really busy and they forget to do that. So I'm wondering if anyone's on here, say hi. And if not, you can obviously catch this later and say hi then. I don't mind. I'm happy. I'm all right. So this week's Tea with Nan is going to be really informal. And it's all about basically foggy mind and memory loss. You know, people suffer a lot of that when they overthink, don't they? They get a lot of stuff in their heads. It's a bit like a stuffing loads of stuff into a cupboard, and then in the end they can't think properly. And there's lots of things that happen when that happens. It's like we stuff it all in thinking, I'll do that job, or I'll sort this out for them, and I'll sort that family person out, or whatever, you know. And we get all these things in there, and before you know it, it's crammed in, and then you can't really decipher what you're doing, or you become foggy. What actually happens? We've got someone on here already. Hello, whoever that is that's watching. Just talking about foggy mind and memory loss today. Good start to the Monday, don't you think? So what actually happens when you start to get foggy minded and you're sort of not really thinking properly because you've got too much in there? It's these chakras here that shut down at the top. That's this one, and this one. Hi Julie, lovely to see you, darling. Big Monday hug to you. It's nice to see you. I like the little butterfly, that's nice. So what happens when we have those three shut? It's not good because we can't communicate with ourselves or other people very easily. And that shuts down because we're overcrowded. Too many thoughts and feelings and not enough self-belief, etc. So I've got a few Nan talks that are an antidote to that, which help to clear your mind. If you see, once these are open and they're flowing nicely away from your body and not stuck because they're crammed full of stuff, once they're open, you find that you naturally are able to communicate and to support yourself and to hear your own thoughts and feelings. All of that happens naturally. You're more creative when this one's opened as well. That's quite nice. It's good to be creative, especially at the beginning of the week. You can plan the whole thing much easier. So if you're foggy minded, it inhibits you a bit, doesn't it? So it'd be really good if you sort of had a mindfulness to open these up. So as I say, hi Simon, nice to see you. Thank you for watching. Good to see your name pop up. So I've got to say a few ideas that can help open these up. And all my talks are based on a book I'm writing called The Choice Is Mine. And all of the talks that I do on here are on my website, www.nancyfinch.co.uk. Oh, thank you, Julie. It's nice to have a Monday hug, isn't it? It's so good for you. Even if it is on here, it's felt, isn't it? So yeah, it's all good. If we can keep these open, and I know all of my talks through lots of experience, and obviously why I'm writing the book, is because all of these talks I'm presenting help to open each chakra out. So they should be, instead of being blocked, you know, tight against your body, they should be a nice healthy distance away so they can freely move and fix your body and help you to stay well physically and emotionally. So that's why I present these so passionately, because I want you all to feel good. So, okay, I've got a common thing I'm going to be doing here. So you might want to get pen and paper just to write these three things down, okay? Because they are really good for these areas, okay? So the first thing, if you're going to get pen and paper, is I want you to put the colour blue, and we know that's that colour here, okay? I'll explain myself more in a minute. This colour here, blue, okay, is for this area. So I want you to write the colour blue, and then put, I have a clear communication with myself and others. It's going to be an affirmation that you either say or think when you're using that colour in any of those exercises I'm going to show you in a minute. So colour blue, I have a clear communication with myself and others. Okay, now you're telling your mind that your subconscious is massive, and 3% is going to go, no, I haven't, I don't feel anything, I'm numb. Some people do feel numb, they feel emotionally numb, they feel mentally numb. So this does really help to open it up, because your subconscious believes you, and it helps to open that up all by itself. So that's the one I want for blue. Indigo is this one here, and I want you to, that's just there, the dark blue. Okay, I want you to, if you're colourblind, by the way, it doesn't matter, just remember those areas there, that darker area there that might show itself to you is the indigo. Okay, you know where it is on your mind here, third eye. Cool. So that's, I want you to write with that one, I want you to write indigo, and then I want you to say, I trust and believe in myself. Now I know that sentence alone is really powerful to open that area. It's a lack of trust that shuts it, you see. So it's really good if we can say that. And that's part of my affirmation I put on, or thought for the day for my Facebook thing. That's today's actually. So trust and believe in myself. And when you do that, you're kind of naturally opening this, and you feel as if you can trust yourself more and trust your intuition and your perception. So that is really, really important. And I'm going to use those words in a minute with some other talks that I've got. Hi John, nice to see you. So I've got blue, we've got clear communication with myself and others. We've got indigo, which is I trust and believe in myself, which is this one. And lastly, we've got purple. I have a clear and focused mind. So if you could write those things down, I have a clear and focused mind, then you know that when you're saying that, when you're working with the colour purple or violet, whichever you prefer, doesn't matter, this one here opens, and when it opens you actually do feel like you have a clear and focused mind. Everything is easier for you to think about and to trust, and then to communicate. You can see they really work really nicely together. So that's what I want you to do, and these are the talks I'm going to suggest that you might use them on. Okay, well, the ones I really want you to use them for is obviously number one, and it's talk number one. I've got my little book of all the talks here. Talk number one, and it is chakras. So when I teach people how to open chakras on that particular Nan talk, you're sort of opening them up with your little key here, little chakra here. I show you how to do it, but what I want you to do with this particular exercise is concentrate on these three here. So when you're doing these three, you might open all the others, as I suggested, and when you get to these three, I would want you to say those words. So when you open, if you're doing the action and you're learning how to do it from that first video I did, so have a look at that. If you want to do this, then as you're opening, you could say, as you're opening this area and stretching that in your imagination and intention, because you won't see it, of course it's energy, but when you're doing it, I'd like you to say, I have a clear communication with myself and others. And you're saying it, perhaps do it a couple of times. You're saying it out loud or to yourself in your mind, and it believes you, and it helped to make that so. So you can't lose anyway by doing it. So we've got this one, we've got the indigo when you open it, and I trust and believe in myself. And then you've got I have a clear and focused mind. And what you're doing is you're just setting a very strong intention with those words, okay? This is really cool. Hi Sophie. Oh darling, it's nice to see you. I haven't seen you for ages. Big hug. So if you've just come on here, you can always catch up. But basically we're talking about foggy mind and memory loss, okay? And some of the talks that I can suggest that will help to open these so you don't have that. Because when they're all open, you're clear-minded. You're all of those things I've just said. You're all those three sentences. When they're open, they naturally flow, and you will feel that despite how many hours sleep you have or whatever. So number one is a really good one, how to open chakras, because it's a practical thing you can do, okay, which is cool. The second one I really like is number 8 of my talks, and it's understanding colour. Now, you could choose, if you feel like, anything blue, indigo or purple to wear. So it could be a crystal, it could be clothing, it could be, okay, if you had a favourite jumper, you know, any of those three colours. If you wore a bright blue jumper, you could say to yourself, every time I wear this jumper, I've got really good communication with myself and others, or a scarf or something that reminds you of that. It's what they call in psychology an external context cue, where you associate something with something else and a response stimulus, you see? So if you do that, if you pick a blue item or a dark blue item, indigo, or purple, then you have got something there that you can attach a feeling to, okay, which is really cool. So you've got them written down, or you should have, or just go back and listen to these again. So when you're wearing that item, or when you're holding a crystal, or you've got something on the outside of you that you can see, I've got my purple one there. I love that. I use that all year. Well, there's another story to that, but it's a 7-year cycle when I use that for. But when you've got something that you're reminded of, something that says, okay, well, that's what I'm going to intend today. That's my intention to have. Trust and believe in myself, okay? So you have to sort of think, well, what do I need out of those? And which one? You might want all three. You might put all three colours on and go, this is for this and this is for that. It's a really good thing to do that for yourself, okay? So we've got chakras, we've got understanding colour. Even if you wanted to, even if you didn't want to wear it, you could just colour in. You could just colouring in a colouring book if you wanted to. If you haven't got anything of those colours and you think, oh, that's a bit of a shame, then you could just either doodle and colour that in, or you can get one of those colouring books that are symmetrical shapes of, you know, and you can just colour those in different colours. Well, if you concentrated on blue, indigo and purple, then you would definitely open these because your mind is focused on that colour. And because of the stillness of it as well, because you're actually drawing, you're kind of calming your central nervous system and being really mindful. And when you're looking at that colour, and this works on colourblind people as well, by the way, if you focus on that colour, you are actually absorbing it into your consciousness, if you like, and that's going to help to open this as well. And if you say those words as you're colouring in, so, you know, blue, the indigo and the purple words I've given you, then you're going to help to reinforce that because it takes a while to colour in. So you're colouring in and you're saying those words, and even though you don't believe them, gradually you'll see the evidence of it and your mind will become clearer. So that's a nice one. So colouring in is good. That's number 23. If you want to look at the Nan talk that goes with that, that's talk number 23. So that's good. I'm gone all over the place on my board here. I've got it written out in order because I'm so dyslexic. I kind of jot around and just pick bits up. I do laugh at myself. So, okay, another one which would be good is number 10, paint the bell. Now, how that works with this particular foggy mind memory loss thing is that quite often when you've got too much in your head, you're not sleeping properly either. And you're finding, you know, your sleep's disturbed by weird dreams. Everyone has weird dreams when they've got too much in their head, right? So if you could think, okay, I'm going to go to this. I'm going to learn how to focus on the colour purple and imagine this is when you get to sleep, of course, or when you want to relax in the day. And what you're doing is actually painting this colour, very vibrant colour, onto an image. And if you go to that, you'll understand what it does. It releases certain hormones that relaxes your whole spine, your whole body, puts you to sleep naturally, or relaxes you, okay? So don't do it when you're driving. But it's really good. So paint the bell is number 10, if you want to have a look at that. Hope I make you giggle, you lot. So paint the bell will help you to sort of, if you sleep better, you're more likely to wake up in the morning with less congestion, right? So you'll have less problem here. You'll be able to think clearer. If, you know, people have better night's sleep when they're not worried about anything. Well, this exercise really helps to calm you and take away that worry. So give that a go. A lot of people that use it, once you start using it, you'll never not want to. And occasionally I still use it when I suffer insomnia. I don't now, but I used to. And on occasions I use that one and it works instantly. It's really good. So number 10, if you want to. The other one I wanted you to look at was number 21, Still Your Waters, because that one is about taking, especially when you've got too much in your mind, right? You're going through your day, too many commitments, and you can't think properly. Well, there's a good opportunity if you have a minute, a second, just to take a deep breath and imagine that the life around you is a bit like choppy waters. And you take that breath and you bring your hands down with an action and you still the waters. You just still the waters in your mind. You imagine you have the power just to take that down to stillness. And what you're doing is you're being really mindful to calm so you can think past all that choppiness of life, all that chaos. So that's a really nice one to do. A lot of people, very simple, very, very, very easy to do. And you can do it anywhere. You can do it throughout your day if you need to. So that's number 21, and enjoy that. If you want to come back and tell me how you feel about that one, let me know. But a lot of my people really love that one because it's just so easy. And even talking about it makes you feel like, yeah, I can do this. And once you're still, you give this a chance to not overthink, which is cool. As I say, it keeps climbing. Don't you notice that the more stuff you get, the more stuff you've got to do? You're like a runaway train. It goes more and more and more and more things to do. And because you're in that sort of momentum of getting everything done, it tends to attract more of that into your life. Before you know it, you're rushed off your feet and you can't think. So this is a good one. So still your waters is good. Another thing you can do is go to the mirror. Number 27, that's that talk. And on the mirror talk, you would look into the mirror and you would say those words I've just told you. You would say, you have, or I have, whichever way around you want to do it. I have a clear communication with myself and others. You could do that. Or you could speak to yourself as if your higher self was telling you. It's up to you. Or you're telling your inner child, whichever you prefer. It all works anyway. But you could use those 3 sentences with a mirror. So you could say, right, either one. I trust and believe in myself. Or you trust and believe in yourself, okay? And you have a clear and focused mind. Because if you do that, you really are helping your subconscious to create that for you. And that feeling, those words, that hope of having that feeling, is going to make you feel better anyway. And you can't lose by saying it. So once you've done it, you will notice that throughout the rest of the day, you'll create something, or you'll be able to understand your feelings more, or you can understand something else. You can learn much better. When these are open, you can learn much better. And you can use all the knowledge you've got up to now, but you can't really use it if it's all stuck. It's like really foggy. It's like you can't see anything. And all that knowledge you've ever got is kind of in the back of your mind. So when you need to use your mind and your creativeness, you know, you kind of find it harder if these are shut. So a lot of artists I know, I make sure they open this one because they can't create without it. And they haven't got the mindfulness to know what they're going to do with that. So, and we can create in our day much easier when we have those open. So I hope you can all play with that because it's really important. If we can be mindful to take some responsibility, those thoughts and those jammed up ideas and things in our heads, that's our responsibility. We've got to, it's not the outside, it's not they've made this happen. It's because we've invited it in at that chaotic place in our mind. And we at any point can change that. We can stop. We can still the waters. We can concentrate on a colour. We can associate a word with an item. Why not? It works for me. I've done it. This is how I made them up. So we've got, let's have a look, make sure I've got them all. Yeah, I think I have. I've got Paint the Bell, Still the Waters, Colouring Book, Mirror Work, Understanding Colour, yes, and Chakras. That seems to be enough for now. I've done 41 Nan talks so far out of 70 that I'm going to present. And, oh, hello, whoever's put that lovely hugs up there. So I've done 41 out of 70 so far. I'm not going to stop though, don't worry. I've got other things to put on here that goes with it. Nanorisms, you're going to like them. They're really funny. So last one I wanted to present to you just to show you was orange juice, okay? That's the one I did on Saturday, a couple of days back, and that's number 41, and that's on my website now. It's also on YouTube, and if you're watching this on YouTube later, please like, subscribe and share. I've got to say that each time, because it's nice to build it up and help people get out there more, you see. So the more they do that, the better it is, and they can all buy my book when it's done. If they want to. Orange juice, what that is, it explains how we react to a person or a situation, and we think something else is the reason for our feelings, when in actual fact it isn't. It's always been laying dormant inside, like orange juice in an orange, you know. And I explain that much better on that talk. But what it is, we can use that opportunity of what has brought that feeling to the foreground for us to clear up our orange juice, for us to make us feel cleaner emotionally. Hi Rose, it's nice to see you, darling. Is it your lunchtime? I'm wondering. This is why I chose 12 o'clock actually, because I thought it's a good opportunity for people to just stop and then have their lunch or whatever, and maybe just a tea break with me. And yeah, it's nice to see you on here, darling. So yeah, please share this, everybody that listens to it. It's really good. And another thing I was going to say is my next Nan talk, not tea with Nan, my next Nan talk I'm going to do to follow on from the orange juice is going to be about soulmate connection. Oh, thank you, Rose. That's so sweet. So soulmate connection is about how you want to be with your soulmate, and you're going to do an action and intention which really pulls that energy together. And whether you're with somebody and you want to be closer, or you want to meet that special person, this is a really nice, powerful exercise that I'll be doing next week when I'll be presenting it on here. And if you miss it, then you can go, well, I'll talk about it all the time anyway, but it'll be on my website. So that's a nice one to look forward to, isn't it? Soulmate connection. And that's nice, you know, when you think about Christmas and everything, you think about all the family, and some people haven't got anybody, and they're lonely, or they're feeling isolated in some way, and they just want that connection. Well, even the action of doing that is going to make them feel better. So if you want to tune into that, that's next week. And the next tea with Nan, I've still got my Earl Grey here. Oh, hi, John. Nice to see you, my dear cousin. I've got my cat cup here. I like cats. So the next tea with Nan is going to be about sleep, and how, you know, how we don't sleep properly. It ties in beautifully with this, because when we don't sleep properly, it's because we have a lot of stuff in our minds. But it could also be a lot of other things, and it could be things we don't feel in control of, or we need to. So that's going to be all about sleep next week. So we're probably going to be talking more about the solar plexus area as well as the obvious, as well as the head, because some of these that you'd already used can help you sleep, like, you know, the bell does. Well, you will if you try it. So that's that. That's what we've got this week. Oh, my guide said to me, my spirit guide said, I've got to remind you about the cards, angel cards. I do angel card readings for in January mostly, because people want the whole year's prediction in the reading, and I do a really good reading. I've been doing this for many years, and all my clients book me so they've got like something to look forward to in 4 stages throughout the year, with overriding elements as well. Hi, Mand. Lovely to see you. I like your new picture on Facebook. Your new profile picture is lovely. So, hi, darling. So if you've missed me, you can always go back and listen to this again. But I'm just coming to the end of this today. I'm talking about angel cards, that I like to do angel card readings. And I make them really personal, but something always positive. And that's all right, darling. You can catch up later. Sweet. And what I've been told to do is just to remind you, because some of you, we need hope. We need something to look forward to. We need something that's going to help us to grow emotionally, spiritually, mentally, on a soul level, if you like. So, okay, I'm going to just shuffle these, and I'm going to choose one for everybody right now that's on here, okay? I'm going to choose for everybody here. I did mine already this morning. Ah, you've got support. Here it is, support. See that lovely card? All of you have got support. So this is really about you trusting that you are being supported, that somehow your spirit guides. Ah, thank you, Mandy, about the meditation. I forgot to mention that. Meditations, guys, are on my website, as well as the ones I send to people. They're just audios, the ones I send. I always do that on the treatments as well. Anyway, getting back to your card, guys. Support. This is about you owning, letting yourself be supported as well, but really enjoying that support and supporting yourself, owning your own support. You know, supporting yourself like you support a child, and allowing. Quite a lot of us want to be independent and don't allow other people to support us. Well, this card normally means you're getting support if you see all the different people in there. Yes. Hi, Kirsty. It means that you're allowing that support from all angles and different places. You know, spirits, people that have passed away, your family, your friends. This is about allowing yourself to be supported without feeling vulnerable, or in some way that you've let yourself down by needing that. There shouldn't be any self-judgment going on here when you really need to embrace support, okay? Because support is something we all need. It doesn't mean we're a family, We don't have to be, even if we work on our own, we don't have to feel as if we're on our own, because we're not. And my spirit guide said you need to all remember that you are supported in lots of ways. If you believe in angels, you're supported by angels. You're supported by your higher self. You're supported by some friends and family. Embrace that and use that and ask each other for support. I love that. It's a nice card because it's unity. It's strong. It makes you more yourself when you feel supported. You know, there's nothing great in just being isolated and on your own. Yeah, okay, you feel independent, you feel achieved in that way. But isn't it great to work as a team? And there's teamwork. So be a team with yourself and be a team with others and allow people to help you. And let's all be brave enough to ask for help. Let's all be brave enough, because sometimes people are frightened to ask for it and they don't trust that other people are going to give it to them, or they deserve it, or what other reason. But be brave enough to ask for support as well, because so many people will want to give it to you. We don't even know that until we do ask. So that rounds it all up today, I think. Can't believe half an hour goes so quickly. We're nearly there. So I hope you're all going to have a lovely week. I talk about keeping your emotional balloon high. Just be mindful. If you're foggy-headed, if you've got too much in your head, how could you go the whole week like that? You know, it just builds upon itself. You might as well clear it now and make it better. So this one, and this one are all being helped by those 3 sentences. Blue is I have a clear communication with myself and others. Indigo, this one, I trust and believe in myself. Really works a treat, and it helps everything in that area. And the last one is purple. I have a clear and focused mind. Now, I did that myself before I got on here today, and I feel fine. I've got loads of good ideas for the day already, and I want you to feel the same. So if you could just play with this and see how you get on, and I'm sure you're going to like it. Okay, and contact me on my website or otherwise if you want a nice card reading. I do online card readings as well, which is cool. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely week, guys. Enjoy your day. Stay happy. Keep your balloon high, okay? Just imagine you're giving yourself that support every day. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you, Julie. She's just wished me a lovely week. And loads of beautiful little emojis. I love them. Thank you. I'm giving you all a big hug, and really lovely to be here with you today. Oh, Mandy says she did a meditation before singing yesterday. It helps so much. It does. If you have one of my meditations, it works on every one of those chakra areas. Each one of those are fed by every meditation I do, with different keywords I do and feelings I've put towards that. And I send Reiki energy to it. So that's what I do. And each meditation is good for all of them. John says thank you. Oh, you're welcome, John. It's nice to see you. I hope you're doing really well today. Keep happy and don't allow anything to bring you down. There's always a way that we can get around everything that's happening. We can always cope with everything with emotional tools, okay? And you got me as well, guys. So thank you all. Give yourself a hug, lots of love, and a namaste moment to you all. And I shall see you same time next week on a Monday at 12 o'clock. Oh, have a lovely day to you too, Sophie. Oh, thank you for all the hearts, and thank you for being here and supporting me as I support you. It's a good word, isn't it, eh? Support. We support each other, don't we? Thank you all, guys. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you soon. Bye, darlings. Bye.